Everybody doing? I won the food lottery today, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all how I did. I'm so excited about it. This is what we eat. We eat some grass-fed, grass-finished beef quesadillas on that Ezekiel tortilla bread, because I don't have any bread, so I'm using Ezekiel tortillas, and I've got it stuffed with collard greens, onions, tomatoes, garlic, and that's it, and some seasoning, and the grass-fed, grass-finished beef. And I'm hungry. So let's get into this thing. We got a lot to talk about today, y'all. Some things that I think that will help y'all. So let me make sure I don't knock my laptop off. Just a second. Let me get going. I got my windows open today. It's gonna be 80 something degrees today, but I got the windows open, so y'all may hear the fire alarm, the ambulance, and everything else that goes on in the neighborhood. But let me show you how one of these look. See, I got some cheese on it. I got some and tomatoes and garlic, and I got it on Ezekiel bread tortillas. Because I don't have regular bread. Because I really don't buy regular bread. But today, we got a lot to talk about. And the first thing I want to talk about is this ground cinnamon recall. Y'all do know that there's a cinnamon recall that just came out yesterday or this morning, where there's lead in the cinnamon, okay? There's lead in the cinnamon. And so they're asking people that if they have these particular brands, and I wrote the brands down, if they have these particular brands of cinnamon, to throw them away, or maybe go to the store and try to get a refund. But they're also saying that most of this cinnamon is sold at Dollar Tree and Dollar General, but I did a little digging and it's more than that. Now, some of these stores, I don't recognize these names, but it's more than Dollar Tree and Dollar General. So, General, hold on, let me get another bite. Because it's good. So the brands are La Superior, Super Mercados, the Marcum Brand, which they're saying they're sold, the MK brand, which is sold at SF supermarkets, the Swad brand, which is sold by Patel brothers, the Chilar brand, which is sold by La Joya Morelense. I guess that's a store. Yeah, that's a store. And then Supreme Tradition, which is sold in Dollar Tree and Dollar General. I don't know if y'all know this, but there are a lot of people that shop for food type products at Dollar Tree and Dollar General. So these particular brands, they're basically saying of cinnamon, ground cinnamon, have lead in them, and we need to discard those. We need to throw those away. So this is horrible. How we almost can't trust nothing we eat, y'all. This grass-fed, grass-finished beef. Who knows whether it is really? We can't trust nothing we eat. I'm going to repeat these brands in a few minutes. But I wanted to say something about this before I really talked about what I really want to talk about today. It's because this is important, because people make a lot of desserts with cinnamons. And I know they're feeding it to their children. And so if you shop at Dollar Tree, Dollar General, La Joya, Morelense, Patel Brothers, SF Supermarket, or Save-A-Lot, you need to throw that cinnamon away. Okay. Hey, Super Rainbow Queen, how are you? Mr. Hardew, I can't help you, baby. Oh, I could not help you. So, they say the problem that lead causes is brain problems. And so we want to make sure that we discard them, we get rid of them as soon as we possibly can. I don't want to be feeding this stuff. Through in a minute and give you all of the brains again, but bottom line, there's lead in cinnamon. They're only listing out these particular brands and the stores, and the big stores that I recognize is Dollar Tree and Dollar General. And I know that people spend a lot of money on food products trying to save money in Dollar Tree and Dollar General. So if you got that cinnamon, pass the word around that it ain't no good. But what I really wanted to talk to y'all about today before that was where you could buy items that you need for your kitchen at an affordable price. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, is that I buy a lot of my products from the restaurant supply store. Now, I'm in Houston, Texas. So just about any major city has a restaurant supply store. And so I want to encourage you, you can get them online, but it's so much better if you decide to go to the store and walk through and see all of the stuff that is literally supplied to the restaurants where you go out to eat. All their stuff is coming from a restaurant supply store. And if you can see all the stuff that they have, all the way down to your knives, forks, spoons, plates, everything. They sell everything pretty much. Okay, big, small, in between, they sell all of it, y'all. And so I wanted to show you a few items out of the kitchen that I've gotten over the years out of restaurant supply store, like these little strainers. Okay, these are cheaper in a restaurant supply store than they are like in like say a Crate and Barrel or a Williams Sonoma, a place like that that sells kitchen type products. You can get these in a restaurant supply store cheaper. These, what they call here is quarter sheet pans. These sheet pans this size, they're a lot cheaper. I think I've had so many of these for so many years. I think the most I've paid for one of these is $2 to $3 maybe. So you can get these from the restaurant supply store, okay? In addition to that, you can get what's called the half sheet pan, which is the bigger one. I got my seal pattern here, but you can get the bigger one, the half sheet pan, okay? And now don't worry about like they're worn, baby, they get used at this house, okay? So you can get your half sheet pan from here, from the restaurant supply store. Oh, stay live with me, y'all. Stay live with me. Operator error. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here somewhere. Uh-oh. Stay with me. Y'all still there? Let's see. We still there? I think we still there. That was operator error there. Okay. So, the seal pack. You can get these. Now, a lot of people don't like these silicone mats because after you cook on them for a long time, hold on, make sure I'm still on. After you cook on them for a long time, they feel greasy, y'all. They do. They feel greasy. And that's because like when I bake on them, I'm baking cookies and stuff on them. And so some of that is leaking into the seal pad. But I checked, and the way you clean these, you can clean these with a little baking powder and, you know, like your regular dish soap, your Dawn dish soap, you can clean them like that to get rid of some of that oily type feeling. But they give you on these type, I know SealPet, the silicone mask, they give you like a lifetime warranty, so you can get some brand new ones too. But people look at these and say, oh, they look gross, they're grimy, they're dirty. They're not dirty. It's not dirty. It's just that over the years of cooking on these things, they just get worn out like anything else gets worn out. And so you can literally contact them about these and they'll tell you what you need to do because they have a lifetime warranty. Why am I perspiring? Y'all, hold on a minute. This is a real episode. I know I am because I told y'all I won the food lottery today, so I ordered groceries. Look, I ordered groceries and they delivered the wrong food to me. Woo, baby, whoever was ordering that food, so I called the store and I said, I don't know what y'all delivered me, but y'all didn't deliver me my grocery. They said, well, Miss Taylor, we can't take this food back, so you just keep it and we gonna deliver you the stuff you ordered too. I'm like, yes, I got me 2 whole dozen of eggs. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm having some good stuff today. So that was a plus for me today. But I just wanted to share some of the things that you can buy from a restaurant supply. The most important thing you can buy from a restaurant supply, and I didn't bring my cast iron skillet in here because I just cooked this quesadillas burger in here. You can get a cast iron skillet, the large cast iron skillets. You can get those from the restaurant supply. Now, anything you can literally think of, anything you can think of that you need in your kitchen is generally at a restaurant supply store. So the purpose of this live today was to kind of share that information with you because a lot of people don't know that because a lot of people are not in the kitchen a lot. A lot of, typically a lot of caterers go in there and buy stuff. Of course, the restaurants buy stuff for that, but you can get the same quality of the equipment and stuff that the restaurant, you can get chafing dishes, you can get grills, you can get everything, y'all. Bowls, spoons, knives, forks, everything from a restaurant supply store. Hold on. Remember, y'all eating with me, so I got to eat sometime. So you can get all of those things from a restaurant supply store. And I don't know why more people don't tell you that that's an option for you. You can absolutely order everything online that you need from a restaurant store online. But if you're in a major city, I want to encourage you to just take a day on Saturday or something and walk through a restaurant supply store and you will literally be amazed at all of the stuff that's in there that you can get in most cases cheaper than you can at a conventional store. You really can. And so that's what I wanted to kind of talk about today. Okay. Excuse me for chewing so much, but that's that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today and ask, have y'all ever gone to a restaurant store? Have y'all ever shopped at a restaurant store? Do y'all have products from a restaurant store? This is good, y'all. Good. There's collard greens in this. That's good. This is like a quarter pounder with cheese on tortillas. It's good. That's real good. Wow. But let me mention the cinnamon recall again right quick. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, the Super Tradition brand. El Chilar is sold at La Joya, Morelense. Swad brand is sold at Patel Brothers. MK Brands is sold at SF Supermarket. Marcum Brand is sold at Save-A-Lot. You want to make sure that if you're shopping at any of those stores and you have any of those brands of ground cinnamon, that you do not use them. They've got lead in them, y'all. They've got lead in them. And we don't want to be giving our kids stuff like that. It just amazes me sometimes when I hear stuff like recalls. How we even walking around existing, because our food is full of poison, even the healthy food, y'all. You know, I'm not sure we can even get around it. It's so, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. The FDA allows so many brands to have loopholes that, you're just scared to, you don't know, you just don't know. I don't want to get on a soapbox about that. I do want to tell y'all these are good. But if you got any of those brands, you can go to the store and ask for a refund. You can call a manufacturer and ask for a refund. And they definitely want you to throw the stuff away. They don't want you to use it. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for cinnamon, and keep that in mind to look in your cabinet for cinnamon. Now, I don't know how long this lead has been in the cinnamon, so typically what people do, they will buy a product and have a product, particularly a spice, on their shelf for years. I mean, people don't believe, number one, that spices actually go bad. They do, y'all. They do. And so most people are not going through replenishing their spices after a year or two or whatever. People could have cinnamon that's been on their shelves for several years and not know that it may or may not be affected. I don't know how far back these lot numbers go back. I didn't look at that. But I just want to encourage you, man, when they say it's a recall, to me that means it's worse than just the normal poison that they do. And we need to take heed of that. So I kind of want to encourage you to make sure, that, thank y'all for staying with me. Make sure that you get rid of the cinnamon. But I really wanted to show you some products from a restaurant supply store that could help you. It could help you in your budget, and it could help you, when you're trying to figure out where to buy products and you don't have to buy them from these expensive stores. The restaurant supply store is a great option. So don't sleep on that. Please don't sleep on that. The other place where you can get you a good cast iron skillet is, if you don't mind doing this, is on Saturdays, go to garage sales or estate sales. And I don't care how rusty the cast iron skillet looks, how much crud is around it, I don't care. We can get it off. Buy it. And especially if it's on the cheap, buy it. Because all you do to get that stuff off is you spray it with the regular Easy Off. And I do it outside because I cannot stand the fumes. So you spray it with Easy Off, stuff it in like a grocery store paper bag and leave it out there 24 hours. And you may have to do this several times to get it off. Now, there are people online telling you to put it in your oven on your deep cleaning cycle on your oven, but I caution you against that because my oven technician told me years ago to stop using the regular self-clean cycle. Stop using that. He said because that, and it's true that it gets the house so hot, you literally think that you're getting ready to burn your doggone house down. It heats up the hot house so much, and it's almost it's almost not worth it to do that. So people say you can clean sheet pans like that too on the self-clean cycle and get them to looking brand new. It ain't worth it, y'all. It ain't worth it. So what I suggest for the cast iron skillet, spread with that regular strength Easy Off in the yellow can, and you can leave it outside. If you can take the fumes, you can leave it in your house. I can't take the fumes, so I leave it outside. And then you may have to do that several times before that stuff comes out. But I promise you, it'll come out. It'll come out. So if you can't find a cast iron skillet at a garage sale or an estate sale, the next best thing to do is to get it from a restaurant supply store. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Get it from a restaurant supply store because it'll be cheaper than going into one of these cooking type stores, kitchen type stores to buy it. Or you can buy it directly online from the manufacturer, but I still think the restaurant supply, it's a little bit cheaper. This is good. I'm hungry today, y'all. I'm hungry today. And then the question I have for y'all, I want to ask y'all about this protein thing. Do y'all calculate your protein that you eat every day? I'm looking at that and this, y'all tell me if y'all do. Tell me if y'all do. When will I come to India? Probably never. You know, old people don't like to travel that much, especially to foreign countries. Probably never. If I didn't hit it when I was young and had my babies and had my husband, probably never, honey. I'm a homebody. I mean, I'll travel across the United States, but I'm not pretty much going anywhere else. This is good. So what I did here, good. Grass-fed and grass-finished beef. It's just got a different flavor. It almost tastes like what beef used to taste like when we were growing up, like what real beef tastes like. It does. It tastes really good. Really good. So this is my meal for today. Today for dessert, I got a pear. My fruit, because I try to get some fruit in me every day too. Now, I'm not eating a lot of vegetables today, but on the days when I know that I'm not eating a lot of vegetables, I still try to get a little bit in. So I had a little bit pieces of collard greens left, and I don't throw food away. So I just cut that collard greens up into thin strips and put it in a skillet with some onions, some garlic, some tomatoes, some bell peppers. Season it up and just saute those collard greens, and it's delicious on here. So it's not the 2 cups that I really try to get on a day-to-day basis, but it is something. Most people don't eat vegetables at all, ever. It's just a weird thing. So I want to encourage you to eat your vegetables. I do. Mr. Hardu, I do love your food. I wish I could get some of them Indian spices here. I mean, I know I can. I can get them here. I do love Indian food though. Y'all tell me, this is the 11th episode of Come Eat With Me, and I really want to be eating when we're chatting. Because this is my time to sit down, chat, share some things with you that I think you need to know. I think you need to know about the cinnamon recall. I think you need to know about meal prepping. I think you need to know about the Kellogg's potential boycott. I think you need to know about a whole bunch of things that most people are not telling you. Most people who have you eat with them, they're just eating, their lunch and just letting you look at the food and just go, ooh, make you hungry. I want to have a dialogue about food and cooking and all things kitchen and all things food, basically. I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about something we can all relate to, and all of us can relate to eating. Every single one of us can. I remember when I was growing up in the projects of Chicago. This is why I'm so passionate about food, and it didn't even hit me, y'all, until I got out of college. I remember growing up in the projects of Chicago, and my mother would write a note to, it was what you call a bodega down the street from where we live. And they sold all kinds of hog head cheese. Yes, I used to eat it, and it was good. Snacks, chips, pickles, and stuff like that. But it was a grocery store and a snack place. And so my mother would write a note. And at the time, I didn't know what the note said. And I didn't have to go to the store this particular day. I guess one of my brothers or somebody went. But I saw my mother pray. And my mother prayed the way I pray now. And when I pray, I just walk through the house and say what I need, what I want, what I'm grateful for, that kind of thing. I don't necessarily have to be in a corner in a quiet place on a mat or something like that. I'm just, after I get off this live, if I need to say something to God, I just say it to God. God, what's up? What's happening here? Why am I, what's going on with me? That's kind of how my mama prayed. And I saw my mama pray. And she said, God, you told me you were basically always in my corner, that you had me, And these are not the exact words, but that's kind of what she was saying. And if you really got me, I need you to beat that note to the store that I just gave one of my sons and soften that person's heart, the owner's person's heart, so that person will send that food back with my children because I ain't got no money. So what she was writing in the note was that she was broke and her kids were hungry and she needed to feed her kids. And the only way she could pay them was to pay them when the next welfare check came. Every single time my mama did that, somebody came back with groceries. Every single time. And so I tell you that story just to give you an idea of how, when that was happening, food meant something to me in terms of we were hungry and we needed to eat, but I wasn't as passionate about food like I am now as an older adult, because it sickens me to see people online for views create food in the toilet bowl and stuff like that. Y'all have seen videos like that where people make food in the toilet bowl and they think it's fun. They're doing it for views so they can get paid. I get it. We all gotta eat. We all gotta get paid. I get it. But so many people, I don't think people realize how many people really don't have food to eat. And so that's why I'm not in favor of that way of trying to go viral or whatever. I don't like that, because I experienced being hungry as a child. And I don't mean being hungry like, ooh, I want something to eat. I wish I had something to eat. I mean, like, there was literally no food. There was no food. And so food means a lot to me. And I think that's why I kind of wanted to create this channel, in addition to leaving a footprint for my grandchildren and the next generation and the next generation, to really know me, because they'll see the videos of me and know who I am and know what I'm about. And then maybe they have some of the same traits that I have, and they'll recognize, okay, I got this from my grandmama, I got this from my great grandmama, stuff like that. That's really the reason why I'm here. In addition to sharing with my family and anybody who wants to follow along, basic things you can do in the kitchen to cook you some good food. There are enough fabulous chefs online. There are enough fabulous home cooks online. There are enough, a plethora of recipes where you can do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. But I want to show you basic stuff you can do, so when you don't have all of those ingredients, you know how to substitute stuff. You know how to use this instead of that kind of thing. So my channel is more about basic cooking to be able to feed your family. So I wanted to share that with you. If you're new to finding me, just know why I'm here. I don't think there's a meal out there that I can't cook if I see it. But I'm at that age in my life where I'm not cooking for an army of people anymore. I'm cooking for an army of one, me. And so I know that a lot of people are not having children now, and that there are a lot of people out there that's just cooking for 1 or 2 people. And so I want to share methods that they can use to when they want something to eat and they don't want to do the Uber Eats, DoorDash, buying food that's way overpriced by the time you spend the money to getting that food to you for convenience sake. You've blown your whole food budget for the month. If you can learn how to cook something just for you at home with whatever you got, it's going to be better for you. And so I'll be sharing in the future, how to grocery shop to make sure that you got ingredients that you can use where you can throw you some stuff together. And it's good. And when I say throw stuff together, I don't mean throw slop together. I mean where you can put a meal together relatively easily. So that's kind of what I wanted to communicate with you guys, and on a regular basis, basically. On a regular basis, because I think that that's what's missing. And I think that so many people complain about everything being so high. If you can look at your food budget and figure out a way to improve your food budget to reduce some of that money you're spending, you're gonna realize that that's where most of your money is going. Food and drinks. Food, drinks. So if you're a Sprite lover, make you some homemade Sprite. Sprite ain't nothing but lemon, lime, and carbonated water and sugar. Make you some at home. Get you some lemons and lime. Better yet, put a lemon and lime tree in your yard, so you'll have an abundance of lemon and limes. Now, having said that, I will tell y'all this. I planted a lime tree about 6 or 7 years ago. I have yet to yield a lime. Lemons, I can do lemons. I get tons of lemons. Limes, they ain't acting right down here. But I'm just kind of giving you like an extreme example. But if you want Sprite, make you a Sprite. You can do that. I mean, that's just carbonated water with lemon, lime, sugar. That's all it is, okay? Start looking at things that way. Start looking at the food you buy that way, where you can determine what's really in this product that I'm buying from the store. And is there a way to recreate it in the house? Can I recreate it? And I know people are gonna say they don't have time. But what about all the time you spent ordering food so you don't have to cook? You save time there. What about all the time you spent not having to drive to work because you're working at home now? What about all the time you save from not having to go to the cleaners and stuff because you're working at home? Okay, so keep that in mind, that people literally have time for whatever they want to have time for. And if you care about your pocketbook and you care about your health, I want to encourage you to cook from home. to cook your own food. That's what I want to encourage you to do. This is really good. What are y'all eating today? Tell me in the comments what y'all eating today. In the chat. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Goodness gracious. So, let's go back through the cinnamon recall. So this is what's happening today. Dollar Tree, Dollar General. Y'all got cinnamon from them, throw it away. Go up there and try to get a refund. El Chilar is a brand from La Joya, Morelense stores. Swad brands from the Patel brothers stores. MK brands from the SF supermarket. Marcum Brand from Save-A-Lot. Dollar Tree, Dollar General has the brand called Super Tradition. Y'all, get rid of that cinnamon. It's not any good. Throw it away for a refund. And go get a refund. It's not any good. And the other thing I wanted to share with you, if you just joining, Restaurant Supply, learn to use the Restaurant Supply stores as a way to furnish your kitchen for all your kitchen needs. They got everything you need, man. They got everything you need. I showed you a few examples of strainers. Oh, that's so good. Of strainers and, well, I'll show you sheet pans, quarter sheet pans and half sheet pans. Go to Restaurant Supply and get this stuff. This is really delicious. It really is. This is really delicious. Or either I'm just real hungry. It's amazing because I tend to be hungrier the day after I lift weights. And so I lifted weights yesterday. I didn't go live yesterday. I lifted weights, walked, and did some other things. And I really wasn't tired or anything. And I really wasn't super hungry. Today, when I got up, I'm hungry. I'm hungry today. And that's why I decided to eat this grass-fed, grass-finished beef that tastes so good. Lord, it's so good. It tastes like real beef. Now, it costs more, but it tastes like real beef and it's delicious. So, there's a trade-off. It's like a splurge for me. It's spring, and I'm so excited about it because I got my windows open today. And the fresh air coming into the house is beautiful. You know, a lot of people don't even ever open their windows in their houses, which I find to be strange. But it brings in a lot of wonderful fresh air into the home. So, we're going to finish this together today. Y'all, do I look like I lost a little weight? I need y'all to give me feedback. Because Lord knows I'm trying. And I'm trying to do it without any diet, or I'm just doing it with my walking, my lifting weights, now back to Pilates, and eating just a little bit better. I still eat bad, but eating just a little bit better right now. And I need y'all to tell me, what is it y'all want me to bring to y'all? What is it that y'all want me to do videos on? That y'all want me to come on here live and talk about? What do you need? What kind of questions do you have that's not getting answered? What do you need in terms of food? Nothing else. I'm interested in food, y'all. What do you need that you're not getting? I'd be happy to answer what I can. I will be happy to do that. Because that's what I'm here for. I only got a couple of more bites. Got a couple more bites. So this is my meal for the entire day. This and this pear. And that's it. After I finish here, I'll go for a walk. And then I got some things I'm gonna cook for some people that made a request of me. That is done. It's time for dessert now. Do y'all like pears? Oh man, man, that was good. That was good. Now that I got that grass-fed, grass-finished beef out of the way, wow, that was delicious. Let's go back through the cinnamon recall. It is the Marcum Brand that's sold at Save a Lot. It's the MK brand that's sold at SF Supermarket. It's the Swad brand. It's sold by Patel Brothers. It's El Chilar. It's sold by La Joya, Morelense. And it's Supreme Tradition that's sold at Dollar Tree and Dollar General. That's a lot of people, especially at Dollar Tree and Dollar General, that buy their food products from there. Keep that in mind. Share with your friends. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Heaven must be just like this. This is so good. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. 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 So how we doing out here? How we doing? Oh man. How are we doing? This is something. This is really something, man. This is unreal. Wow. What a wonderful treat behind a meal. For people who join late, I'm gonna do this one more time. Seal pack, basically a silicone mat that, hold on. You put it inside a sheet pan, put your cookies and stuff on it, or whatever. They look grimy and greasy, but they're still good, and there's nothing wrong with them. And you can contact Seal Pat, the people who make these. These have a lifetime warranty. If you don't like the greasy feeling, what it is that it's the oil from whatever you put on here. In my case, it'll be butter from cookies that gets into the mat. And so what you do, if you want to, I don't care. You can take a little baking soda and your dish soap and scrub it and clean it, and it'll take some of that oily feeling away. You can get this from a restaurant supply store. This is considered a half sheet pan. A whole sheet pan is twice the size of this, and a whole sheet pan can't fit in your oven. This is a half sheet pan that takes up that rack in that oven, okay? These are very affordable at a restaurant supply store, okay? Then we have the quarter sheet pan. This is a quarter sheet pan. Quarter sheet pan is half the size of the one that I just showed you. And I didn't bring the racks in here, but they have racks that will fit inside of this and fit inside the half sheet pan. So like say, for instance, if you want to roast a chicken or whatever, and you wanted it on a rack, you could do it a couple of ways. You can use vegetables as a rack. Okay, you can put carrots and vegetables down there and use as a rack, and sit the chicken on the vegetables and let that serve as a rack so that that heat gets up under that chicken. Or you can actually insert a rack in here that's oven safe, and in there that's oven safe, because this half sheet pan is what I cook a spatchcock of turkey on. I just spatchcock a turkey. Basically, spatchcock is just basically cutting that backbone out and flattening it out. Put a rack on it and put it on that rack and cut it. So these sheet pans, the Restaurant Supply also sells the racks that goes into these sheet pans. In addition to that, and these are just a few things I wanted to share with y'all. You got strainers, different size strainers that you can use that you need in your kitchen. If you're gonna be doing any kind of decent cooking in your kitchen, I want to encourage you to use the Restaurant Supply Company. Most restaurant supply companies has an online presence, but if you're in a major city, go to one and just walk through one and experience. They even sell popcorn machines. They sell everything, anything you can think of that's related to food that has to be supplied to a restaurant. They have it there. And then they also sell the stuff that caterers use, those little portable, new little deals where you can cook the food from anywhere, basically. They sell those. They sell all of that stuff, y'all. And it's really an adventure going through, looking at that stuff to see how much stuff they really do sell. But it's a good place to go to just learn about what restaurant supplies have, and in addition to that, to purchase some of the stuff that you need for your kitchen. It's just a good place to get it from versus going to a traditional cooking department store. So that's what I got for y'all today. I wanted y'all to come enjoy, Lord have mercy, that grass-fed, grass-finished beef. Man, that was so good. That was so good. I want y'all to eat that with me. And now I'm eating my dessert, which is a pear. And this is it for me today. And it's a wonderful day outside. So next I'll go through and get a little walkie poo in and then call it a day. Let's call it a day. And do some more work from home. So I'm going to close out this live, but I'm going to close it out with the cinnamon recall. The Marcum Brand is sold at Save a Lot. The MK brands is sold at SF Supermarket. The Swad brand is sold at Patel Brothers. The Chilar brand is sold at La Joya Morelense. The Super Tradition brand is sold at Dollar Tree and Dollar General. Throw that cinnamon away, and wherever you bought it from, go up there and try to get you a refund, or contact the manufacturer to try to get you a refund, because that cinnamon has lead in it and it is no good, and you don't want your family eating it. You don't want your kids and grandkids eating it, okay? Okay. All right, y'all. This is all I got for y'all today. I'll see y'all on another live. I'm not sure. I still don't have my rhythm down, how often I'm going to do these, once a week, twice a week, or whatever. Right now, I'm just doing them by information that I want to get out and how I'm feeling that particular day. So just stay tuned. Work with me. Leave me comments. Let me know what you would like to see. And if it's something I can do, I will certainly